Hello, welcome to the day. Let's see. Let's see what the messages are for us right now. Spirit, Source, God, Universe, Collective Consciousness, Mother Earth, whatever it is for you. Whatever name you call it, it's there. It's that source of infinite knowledge. Yeah. I think some things are beyond our conception. Like in the same way, I was listening to Adam Ellenboss, I think his name is, and he's an astrologer, and he was talking about how, our DNA, I think it was him anyway, I hope so, but whoever it was, he was talking about how our DNA really did not have the ability to understand, like Bach or Mozart or Brahms or like we couldn't even conceive of such music, much less write it, at a point, back in time, right? And so as we evolve, our DNA is evolving as well. And so I'm really thinking about, what is it that about existence that we don't even have the capacity to quite understand yet, I mean, we'll take a look at quantum physics. It's really this very this science that is pretty difficult to conceive of or grasp some of the ideas, that quantum physics kind of gives us. It's pretty far out there, quantum field theory, quantum entanglement, the double slit experiment, that the nature of observing something changes it. That's pretty incredible. But I think the parts of it that I do understand is really confirmation for me that we are living in a matrix. They're really this world that we experience as reality is really a projection of our inner world, of our thoughts, our beliefs, our feelings, and it's quite incredible, and it just also really solidifies for me that manifestation does work, because it has to come from within first. And whatever's within is projected on the outside. And so you want something, you hold it inside, and you put your energy into it, and your thoughts, and you feel it, and you vibrate in it, and it comes. I've experienced it more and more now, it's pretty crazy. But it's still also very much, everything is still very much a learning process. I think, though, that listening to yourself, going within, being quieting the mind and listening to what comes up for you, man, that's important. That's really important. You want to know truth, that's where truth lies. Okay, so we have the moon. The moon is kind of about intuition, I kind of feel. Something hidden, something secret, um, something not immediately evident, something a little bit mysterious, maybe. And then we have the Ace of Coins. And again, coins are kind of about, earthly stuff. Yeah, physical stuff. And aces are kind of like, traditionally, like gifts from the universe. Aces are the universe stepping in and giving you a little nudge or a little gift or something, or a little nudge in the right direction. Then we have the Knight of Cups. And again, cups are about emotions. And the Knight is, he's got a cup he's offering, and he's coming in, he's moving in, and I'm not quite sure yet what this Knight is offering. We'll come back to him. Then we have the Knave of Swords. And in traditional tarot, the Knave is like the page. So it's like the Page of Swords. And swords are about thought, ideas, mental stuff. I was really feeling some very like financial energy for some reason before I started. I was just feeling that this was going to be something about finances, about money, about security and stability. I'm a Taurus, so those things, financial stability, security, those things are very important to me as a Taurus, yeah. But it's also something that I've been learning to develop some faith around, and instead of thinking that I need to work to find myself in a place of stability, financial stability and security, I've really been looking at my views around money and wealth, and trying to understand what exactly a poverty consciousness is, or a lack mentality is, and understanding that to see how it aligns with your own your own views, and how you can change your views about more, change your belief system about money so that it better serves you. Because I think if you look at, the I hate saying lower class, but like the those who are not well off, and like the middle class, they have definite views around financial stability, and then the rich also have definite views about finances and money that is completely different than the middle and poorer classes. And so how do our ideas about money keep us in a state of lack, or keep us in a poverty consciousness, and how can we change our thinking to move us beyond that? That's kind of what I'm getting. Like, what is our thoughts, or what is in our, or our subconscious programming You know, this card kind of represents like the subconscious programming, right? Things that are not we're not so necessarily aware of, but that are there and are, you know, guiding us in different, or pushing us in different directions. What is it that we need to change about financial stability and security? What thoughts, what about money is holding us back from obtaining this Ace of Coins, this complete security in finances, knowing that whatever you need money-wise is going to be available to you? And it does play into manifestation as well, you know, is being in that vibration that no matter, you know, what may be happening around you, that you can bring in this financial stability. But it is going to require some examining of your thoughts around money. What I'm really feeling from this too is that there are emotions at play as well around this idea of money. There are, for example, what's coming to mind is my mom had always had this belief that poverty was actually a virtue, that living in a state of poverty was actually a virtue. It somehow made her feel virtuous in some way, you know, being poor. And maybe that has to do with the idea that oftentimes, as like a middle class person looking at the ultra rich, there is a feeling of separateness and of them maybe not necessarily getting their money in honest ways, or not sharing the wealth through, you know, charity work or philanthropy or things like that. And so the point is that there's some emotional feelings around this financial stability as well. Like, you know, do you feel you deserve financial stability and financial abundance? Do you feel that having money is going to change you in some way, and not necessarily in a positive way? I, for one, feel like money changes people, but maybe I need to change those beliefs, you know? Or maybe those beliefs are coming from some lower vibrational emotions, such as envy or jealousy or something like that. And I don't know why, but that's what this card is representing for me. It's really representing some emotion about some emotion that is holding you back from reaching or obtaining this financial stability. So definitely hidden thoughts, or hidden, you know, subconscious drives or whatever that are keeping you from obtaining this gift of financial stability, this gift from the universe of, you know, being secure in your finances and grounded in your finances. And then there's also some emotion around it that maybe really blocking this Ace of Coins from coming in, this financial stability from coming in. And this card is speaking of finding some clarity in your thoughts about it. Finding some clarity about the emotions that are attached to this financial stability that you want to bring in. This guy, he's thinking hard. His head's a little down. He's holding his sword tight, and he looks really concentrated. And you see this sword, this clarity, it's emanating to him. It is like shining towards him. It's this person, he's ready, and he's gaining this clarity. He's gaining this clarity. And I was just noticing this Knight of Cups too. He looks worried. He does look worried. Right now he's looking a little worried. You know? So definitely some emotions, fears around this, obtaining this financial stability. It seems kind of counterintuitive to be afraid or emotional about being grounded and you know, and being secure in your finances. But believe it or not, there are some things in the subconscious that don't quite make sense to us, but that we need to explore and work them out so that we can bring in this financial stability, this gift that the universe is ready to give you once you're ready to receive it and open to receive it. So that is the message. You know, go within, take a look at what is blocking your financial abundance. Now's the time, because now there's this bigger energy of really going out there and making things happen. This drive, there's this bigger energy of drive, of creation, of making things happen. But in order to harness it, you have to take a look at the subconscious, what's in the subconscious, what emotions you're feeling surrounding it, and you got to gain some clarity in order to bring in your abundance. So that is the message for today. Hope you enjoyed it. Have a great day. Aloha, namaste.